Okay, guys, um, just to give you an update, I haven't done too many videos lately because I've been really busy having problems with the boat. That's another video. Anyways, I'm contemplating on popping the trailer now and see if I need to bring any additional uh, gear except the pack. I have the pack here, but maybe some extra clothing. So I gotta go through my closet and go through the camper. But it's so hot now, I just don't want to get in there. I might do it later on today. Uh, I haven't done another pack video because I said I was gonna do a meat hauling, a meat pack video with meat, but I did a I did a roof on my property, on one of my properties, and the roofer knew I had some deer meat, so the condition was he gave me a good price if I give some deer meat. So I gave him about, jeez, I gave him about 35 pounds or almost 40 pounds of meat. I still got some in there, but now it's not enough to do a full pack. It's okay. I'll do the meat video when I do catch a deer, hopefully this year. So I haven't unpacked it because I packed it so well. All I've been doing is adding little odds and ends. Um, and the weight is incrementally going up. Not by much, but it's still under 40, which is good. So what I added was the walking stick, and I added some more knickknacks, and I put water. I got water in the jug on the side pocket here, and the bladder, but I don't know if the bladder is full, so I'm gonna have to refill it, and that's gonna be more weight. So what I did was get ready to sight in the rifle. So I went to the range. I already sighted it in 100 yards, and it did pretty good. I already showed a video about that. Um, and I wanted to see what it would do at 200 yards. So we've been having some very hot days, and guess what? The day that I went, it went up to 111. And I want to show you the results, which I'm not happy with. This is at 200 yards. Believe it or not, my first shot was this one. And then it went to this one and this one and this one, and started spreading. I know that I can still hit the vitals in a deer, but I wanted to know if the rifle could hold zero. But being that the temperature was so damn hot, I mean, I didn't know, but when I checked my thermometer, it was 111. It's cool. Jesus, no wonder. So it was 111. The temperature at that distance, it is going to do some variations on your bullet. And it was also a little bit of wind. So I can say that it's a good target, uh, you know, good shots on target, but I don't feel that way because with my 270 in good conditions in the 70s, I will hit them all inside here. So I gotta tweak it. I gotta make sure. Then I was running out of bullets, so now I got an issue here. I got a conundrum that I have only 6 legal bullets with E-tip, rubber bullets, the rubber tip, to hunt in California, and then I had another 50 of the lead tip. So I said, well, let me start shooting with the lead tip. The lead tip did basically the same. Um, so I want to go back under a better temperature. Right now, it's going to be another 100 degrees today. And by the way, the range is close. I was going to do it this weekend to finalize the rifle, make sure the rifle's on the money. And it turns out that the range was closed because it's inside the forest, the national forest, and the Forestry Service shut down all forests, no matter where they are. The fires are going on in the north, by Lake Tahoe, and down here in LA County, everything is shut down. So I couldn't go to the range. So what I did is I made more ammo. So when I can't go and kind of see if the rifle's gonna be where it needs to be, because I'm not really too satisfied. I'm satisfied here, but these here, they went kind of nuts, and up here, up there. So I don't know. I mean, I know I can hit a D at 200. That's not the issue. The issue is I wanted to see if I can get it closer. So now this range, a tighter group. This range has a target all the way up to 600. So I had a guy spot me, and I started hitting the metals. And I hit the 200 metal. Then I moved to the 300, was a ram. And I shot it. He says, you hit it smack in the middle. And then I moved to a pig at 400. I hit that. And then I moved to another ram at 500, I think it was. And then I also wanted to see if I can hit 600 because my BDC scope goes to 650. I knew at that range I was going to be kind of off. So he said, you hit under, and then I shot again, you hit over, and then I hit under again, and then I hit. So the temperature was causing problems, and it was windy out there because we can see he was spotting at the end. He sees some bushes and they're kind of whipping around. He goes, yeah, it's windy because the range, it's like a funnel. So it's wider, closer to you, and it starts funneling in. So when you get the wind tight in there, it'll start pushing more. So I wanted to know if I could hit at those ranges by clicking the BDC and put it at the according to the range, 400, 300, whatever. So I was hitting. So okay, I'm hitting, but I wanted to see if I can hit where I'm aiming. The ram that I hit where I wasn't aiming. I was aiming at the head and I hit the body. So that had to be the win. The pig, I did hit where I was aiming, pretty close. And then the other ram, I hit off to the side. So the wind was blowing west to east. And I said, okay, well, I was running out of ammo anyways. And I said, okay, that's enough for now. Because it was already getting to 2 o'clock. And that's when the wind started kicking really hard. So I said, no, that's enough for now. So I reloaded and I'm already set to go to the range again when they open up on the 17th. Now I had planned also a scouting trip that I was going to even take my quad and drive around those trails and see what I can see. But it's going to be close also to the 17th, so I can't go to that area either. So maybe I'll go, I don't know whether the 17th falls on a weekend or during the week, but I'm planning on going on the following week after it opens and take a quick look around just for a weekend. A minimal disturbance. And because I have a second spot picked out. If my first one doesn't work out, then I'm going to head for the second. But I want to see if the second has any promise. You know, I want to look for signs. I'm going to go up there early and see if they see any movement, any droppings. It's in a particular area where the bugs grow big because it's very hard to get to, and a lot of people don't go there. I'm hoping that there's nobody going to go there when it's time to go. So that's what I'm planning on, and that's why I gotta get the truck ready. I had an issue with the rear brakes on the truck. They were kind of giving me this wave every time you hit the brakes. So I took it to the mechanic, and he said that the brakes weren't adjusted. They're new, but they weren't adjusted right. So he adjusted everything. He cleaned the drum. He said there was a lot of caramelized material in there, that gritty material from the old brakes, and it created like a ridge. So he scraped it and he brushed it. He said he has a special brush. I don't know. And they brushed the whole thing. They cleaned it, put it on. He called me, okay, come and try it. I took it out to the freeway, drove it around fast, hit the brakes, no waves, so we're good. But now he would not install the hubcaps because he says he was alarmed. He told me that tight, and I said they're tight. He says, well, look at the bolt. One is deeper than the other one. I said, yeah, because 3 out of each cap has a washer to lock this thing so it doesn't rattle. And he looked at me like, oh, okay, I didn't know that, but he didn't want to put them back. He says he didn't want to be responsible because of the brakes. If they get if the tire gets loose, you know, the wheel is not there tight. He don't want to be responsible. So now I got to work on that in the sun and take the tire, put this on, because I got them on the front. I got nothing in the back now, so I gotta also do this and put these hubs. Um, this wheel covers. So that's the plan. Uh, I also did an addition. I decided to put back on my deleted rain fly on the tank. And the reason was to remove the 2 pounds that it weighs. This thing weighs 2.5 pounds. But I'm considering I'm taking a slide pan that I bought a couple of years ago. It's brand new. I haven't even tested it yet. I do have the rope in here so I can tie it. I gotta put a piece of rubber so I can put it over my shoulder and put the pack in there. So if I'm gonna do that, then I can put some extra weight on it and I can just drag it to where I'm going. Problem is uh, the first quarter, the first half a mile is gonna be just flat gravel, no problem. And then when I start making the turn, the last mile and a quarter, mile and a half, I go in about 2.5, almost 3. It's brush and it's high brush. So I don't know how I'm gonna work that out. It's gonna have to go over and it's gonna drop and then it's gonna hook up on another brush and go over. I I did that already, but I did it with a smaller and narrower pan. It was a snow slide for kids that I got from a friend of mine, and I got in between those brushes on the trail and I managed to get it in there, but it wasn't that easy. It will get stuck also. But this pan is this wide, so it's not going to fit in that trail, and I don't know what's going to happen there. I might have to put this on and just carry the pan with my hand. If I do get a deer, I'm gonna see if I can drag out the meat, and and then I'll put this on and take out the pack so I can do one trip. If not, I'm gonna have to haul out the deer with the bag. I mean, that was the plan. That's the reason I bought this thing, and then haul out the rest of the camp in the pan, in the drag pan. So that's the deal. Um, Also, I don't know why. I've never done this before, but I don't know why I want to take a revolver. And there are bears up there. So something's telling me take a revolver this time. Take a revolver. So I took the revolver to the indoor range and I practiced with it. I'm hitting pretty good with it. I am taking a revolver, a 357 Magnum, because something's telling me to take it. And I follow my gut. There's some things that you just do not ignore. So I know I have a rifle, but I'm only going to have 6 bullets with me for hunting. I usually don't take. The rifle carries 4. I'll probably have 2 in my pocket. I have to carry. I will carry 4 in the rifle and 1 in the chamber. That's 5, and I will take 1 extra one in my pocket. I hope I don't bump into a bear with deer meat on me, so they can sniff it. And if I'm dragging the meat, he's gonna go after it. And that's one of the reasons I'm thinking that I should take a revolver. So 357 has pretty good punch. I was gonna take Yosemite Sam, but 45. I have 45 Magnum ammo that I can shoot on the 45 long Colt, but it's a heavy gun and it's a bigger gun. So I'm going to take a 4-inch revolver. Hopefully that would do it. And then I'm looking to see if I can hook it to the belt. And I don't think I can. Not with my holster. I need a belt, so I already have a belt through the holster, and I got a wrap to put away. So I'm gonna have to put that on me, and then put the pack on first, and then put the revolver over it. I haven't tried it. I don't even know how that's gonna feel and how it's gonna look. I've been trying to do some workout, but it's one thing after another. We have to do this new driveway uh, in a property, and went there when the company was tearing everything up, and that takes time. I had to drive all the way out there. It's an hour. Go to the property, and then I had to stand by, and then we had a plumbing issue. I had to go back to that twice, remove the main, and they wanted somebody from the property there, so I had to spend time with that too. Um, the driveway people ripped a line going into a property, and then because there are four houses, so then I had to go back for that too because they ripped it, and I have to supervise and make sure that they don't do it again. So it's taking time away from me. The truck took time away from me because I had to do several things to it. And then I had to get the smog done. It passed smog. And then I had to do the rifle thing. That took time also. And it just, I got a month, but every day, every day something else. And now I hear that the property is going to empty. I got to go and get it fixed at the end of the month. Get it fixed, get it painted, get it ready. That's going to take more time. And I realize that the more you have, the less time you have to attend to or to do what you want to do. The boat had also time taken away because I had to put the engine together, and now the engine is gargling, and I think one of the head gasket is blown, a new one, new head gasket. Got to take it apart, do that again. It's going to take more time. So it's one thing after another. It's one thing after another. But before I do go do the hunt, I want to make sure I do a better job than this. I don't think this is an accurate rifle at 200. I got to do better than this. And it has to do also with the ammo. Now, the E-tip, green tip, is completely off the map. I called 2 reloading shops. I called stores. Nobody has it. Nobody has it. Because what I could do is buy the one from the store, open it up, measure the powder, actually change the powder to the powder I'm using, which I'm almost gone. It's almost out of. That powder, can't find the powder either. But I can reload what I'm going to take and what I'm going to practice with the E-tip. I hope it's a Boattail. They usually are. So put my powder with the right amount of grains, put it back together, and then have that for the season. Because 6 bullets is not enough. I mean, for the first day, yeah, but I'm planning on going back a few more times. And I can't find the damn ammo. Can't find it anywhere. I haven't even, I think I tried online. It's out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. So I don't know what's going on. I just saw a video today that there's a guy that called the factory and they said that it's going to take 2 years to catch up to the production, because to catch up to all the orders that have been placed. And they're just cranking and cranking and cranking them out. And it's not enough ammo because everybody's buying up so much. And I don't understand why. Everybody's buying up everything. And I think I know why. It's because of the prices. If you don't buy it now and you buy it later, you're going to be paying through the nose. I mean, there was a guy saying now that a 6.5 Creedmoor is $3.50 a shot. Hello? Every time you pull the trigger, there goes $3. There goes $3. Because, and that's what people are doing. They're stocking up now so you don't pay those outrageous prices later. That has to be the main reason. The same thing happened with the 22s. There was, at one point, there were no 22s anywhere. And people were buying it by the bucket load, So I think the 22 is back. I haven't really looked. But the issue with the E-tip is what's concerned me, that I need to find that ammo somewhere and buy, I just need a box of 50. I'm not gonna buy 500. I just need a box of 50. If I can get 2 boxes of 50, then that would be it. And that'll last me for a few seasons, because you spend more ammo here, and you guys know that. You spend more ammo here than on an actual hunt. if you shot 3 times in a hunt, that means you missed. So this is where you spend the ammo, on the target, not on the game. So I think that because of the temperature and the barrel getting hot also, even though the Ruger has a thick barrel, and now I know why, it's because of the heat, it can take it. When I started shooting here, and then it started getting hotter and moving away, that's a, I would say it's 100% the reason that it did it, is because of the high temperatures. The barrel was getting hot, and it was 111. I shouldn't even gone, but I didn't notice. I didn't even check on the temperature. I just went because that was the only day I had free to get this thing done, and I want to get it done, finished with, and I'm not finished with. I gotta go back and do it. So, but I want to see if I can able to get this rifle more or less in the spot here. So when I aim at 300, it's going to be roughly, it'll start getting a little bigger and bigger and bigger. If you shoot at 500, this is the area you're going to be hitting. It's about 18 inches, and if the wind is blowing, which in the mountains there's always a wind, there's a breeze flying all the time. So as far as the drop is on the money, because you click it, it takes it up where it's supposed to be, and you're good there. But the wind is the issue. So I want to get that group tight. I want to tighten it up. So yeah, that's it for now. I'll give you another update later. And like I said, I'm sorry about the meat packing video. I'm not going to do it. The pack is so well done that, in fact, I think I'm going to add a couple of more packs of food, because I think I'm going to stay a little longer than usual. I usually stay 2 days or maybe 3. I think I'm going to stay 4, maybe 5. So this is one thing that I was thinking of not taking, because I'm not going to do fire. But this wasn't for fire, to cut any branches. This is for bone, for deer. I was going to take a pocket knife and this one here. This is a great meat cutter, and take the cape off, guts it out, easy. I'm thinking of doing that, but I think I'm taking the blackjack knife, the 125, which I love that knife. Let me get it. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this. This is a gorgeous knife. So I might put this on the belt that I'm going to have the revolver in. It's good to have. And this thing is sharp as you can shave with this thing. So look at that. So I am going to take it. It's a little bit on the. It's not really heavy. It's on this knife. So I can just shove it here or put it on the belt, like I said. And I think that's exactly what I'll be doing. As far as bone, I don't think I'm going to do any bone, because I'm going to debone. I want to take all the meat out. I'm not even taking the quarter bones with it. I'm planning on removing every bone there is. I'm going to take my time, sit there, and peel all that meat off the bone, out of everything. You know, the back strap, the loins, the front quarters, rear quarters, everything. Maybe take some meat from the throat. There's a good meat there. All the meat's going to be gone, and I'm going to leave the skeleton and let the animals take care of that, which they do. I know a guy that he left a deer overnight, and when he came back, I bumped into him in a camp, and he goes, "Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to go get my deer." And I said, "You left a deer up there?" He goes, "Yeah, because I needed to get my cart." And I said, "Okay, well, I'll go. You know, he wanted me to go with him. I said, "Okay, I'll go with you." we got up there and there was only the head left. The whole thing was gone, and the skin was all ripped, and the hide. So you don't leave there's nothing left. The animals take care. Nature take care of itself. So I'm taking this knife, and that's mainly what's going to be for. It's going to be to take all the meat, put them in the bags, hang them, let them cool. And when I say hang them, I do mean hang them, because I'm not going to take it out, but in this pocket, I have here the rope, and I have here the pulley system to throw it over a branch, hook up the loins, not the loins, the quarters. I gotta find some sort of hook or a big carabiner that I can cut a hole through the tendon, hook the carabiner, hook it to the thing, and hoist it up and let it cool. The only danger there is that you're bringing this meat up in the wind, and the bears are gonna go lunch. So I got to think about that twice. But if I put it in the bag, maybe, and hang it up, maybe that'll be safer. And that's what I'll do. You don't want flies landing on it, so that's what I'll do. All the bags are here. Everything is there. So the bag, I don't want to take it apart. The only thing I would do is would add an extra couple of bags of mountain food, and I gotta make sure I got some water. I'll take a little bottle with me. You know, 16-ounce bottle of water, extra water, so I can just take a sip or whatever, even though I got bladder. So I think it's gonna be a good trip. The main thing that concerns me is that I'm not in shape. I haven't had chance. I was planning on going up and down the hill with a pack on, and I did that a couple of times with the other pack, the small one. I put a jug of water, and went up, and I was walking the dogs, but it was another super hot day, and I did that, and you know what? After a while, it felt good. 20 pounds wasn't really nothing, but I haven't been able to do that more to strengthen my legs. My legs are not that strong anymore because I've been doing a lot of sitting work. I working doing designs, and you lose the muscle tone that I used to have when I worked in construction, going up and down ladders, going up and down stairs, picking up cement, picking up lumber, shoveling, digging, heavy work. You get strong. But sitting down, 20 years now of designing, you lose your muscle. You know, you start losing, and then you get older too. So that doesn't help. So I'm gonna see how far I'm gonna go. As far as taking a friend, I can't talk this guy into anything. I called him to go practice. He said he couldn't go because he was busy working. Then I called him to do some scouting. He said he was busy. And then I called him to do every time, even for the dove season, I didn't go because I said I don't want to go alone. I said let's shoot some doves. It's the opening. Now it's gonna be too hot. So I call this guy Mr. Comfortable. It has to be perfect weather, perfect conditions, perfect accommodations. He won't sleep on the ground. He's not a backpacker. He hasn't hunted in more than 35 years. So he's not really a hunter. He's just a guy that shoots on paper. And every time that there's mention of a trip or even for scouting, I call him the other day and say, hey, when it opens up, I want to do a little scouting for the weekend, just the weekend. We'll be back on Sunday. Okay, leave Friday, back on Sunday. Well, let me see. Let me think about it. I gotta look at my schedule because he already has a guy that does jobs for him. He's semi-retired, but he likes to go and get some work done. I understand that he's making some money. I understand that. Then he turns around and he tells me that he's bored to death and he doesn't know what to do with himself. And I said, well, man, I've been calling you to go out for years, and you always give me some bullshit stories. So make up your mind. Either you're busy or you're bored. What is it? Let's just take a trip together. Let's go. I mean, the truck has got everything. We've got the quad. We don't even have to walk. but he's always got an excuse. So so I'm doing this by myself. It would be nice to take somebody else, but there's nobody else. You know. So okay, guys, I just wanted to give you an update on a boring video. um, and I'll do another one on the camper. I gotta still do some things there. I think I gotta hook up the battery on the camper. It's not hooked up. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Sorry I've been gone for such a long time about backpack hunting, because I've been doing some videos about the boat, and that that episode is not over. That boat still gave me problems. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next one, and thank you.